and welcome to Tony's Cool Tools. I appreciate you being here. Well, it's that time of the year. Temperatures are below 22 degrees and the outdoor wood boiler needs to be fed. So I got to fill that IBC tote with this wood here and get the fire started. So stay tuned. Spoiler alert, if you stick around to the end, I have a product I think you'll be interested in and I can save you some money on it. In today's video, I'm going to tell you about an attachment for this tractor here that is both versatile and multifunctional. And better yet, it's made by a US company. And if you're wondering why I'm wearing sunglasses while it's cloudy here, I just had cataract surgery, so I got to wear these things for the next few months. Now the attachment I'm referring to is a rock bucket, but don't let the name fool you. This thing does a hell of a lot more than just pick up rocks. Now Artilian is the US manufacturer of this rock bucket. And Artilian may sound familiar to you because I reviewed several of their attachments, like their Iron Fist Grapple, their pallet fork system, and their stump bucket. So for the benefit of the new viewers who may not have seen any of the other reviews, Artilian uses a modular attachment system. What I mean by that is everything in their system uses this plate right here for all their attachments, their pallet forks, their grapples, and their stump buckets. You need this part here before you can do anything. This rock bucket is the first attachment out of Artilian that uses the industry standard Quick Steer Quick Attach or the John Deere Quick Attach. So you can attach it to either your tractor or your skid steer without having to use this modular system here. Artilian offers a grapple attachment here for this rock bucket, so it expands the functionality of this tool or this attachment. So now you can pick up logs, firewood, debris, brush, as well as rocks. This is a perfect attachment for a landscaping contractor or someone who has acreage and is doing maintenance on their property. Well, let me give you some specs on this Artilian rock bucket. Firstly, it was designed for tractors that are 40 horsepower and below. So that includes subcompact and compact tractors. And it's 54 inches wide, and currently that's the only width that they make. The bucket itself only weighs 190 pounds, so you're not losing a lot of lift capacity out of your tractor. And if you add the additional grapple, that's only 70 additional pounds, bringing it up to 260 total pounds. And the rock bucket here is capable of lifting 2,000 pounds. That's much more than my 40 horsepower Coyote can lift anyways. And for those of you who are color conscious, it does come in black, green, and orange. Now the sides on these rock buckets are serrated right over here, and I'll tell you about that a little bit later and what they're used for. The measurements on the inside of the rock bucket are 22 inches deep and 16 inches tall. And as you can see, the back is slotted, so when you're on the tractor seat, you can see the debris or the rocks that you're picking up here. And lastly, the unit is totally powder coated, so you don't have to worry about it rusting prematurely. The spacing on the teeth here is 2 inches, so you can pick up small rocks like this. And these are serrated all the way here for digging up roots, and also these V-notches here for lifting up roots or small trees as well. And it does a great job if you have to clean a job site, or if you have grass and you want to take the top layer of grass. Previously, I told you there was an option of a grapple for this rock bucket. Actually, you can have 2 grapples if you choose to on this rock bucket. The only thing I want to make you aware of is if you do get the 2, you will have to get the optional splitter manifold that's available for a dual grapple. So I've told you all the details on the Artilian rock bucket. However, I am going to have to make a second video on this, part 2. And the reason is the ground is frozen, so I can't really show you how well the rock bucket works until spring. But I do have a farmer who every year the frost pulls up a lot of the, or pushes up a lot of the rocks, and he's always picking rocks up. So when I told him about this, he said, absolutely, come on over and have all the rocks you want. So I can't demonstrate the rock bucket portion here. I can show you all the other features that this multifunctional rock bucket has, utilizing this grapple here. Now, a couple of weeks ago, Bert from Bert's Custom Cuts, you should check out his channel, came with his crew, Gavin, Keith, and Adam, and took down about 8 trees for my neighbor here. And he was nice enough to leave me some of these logs here. The first one here is a 10-foot oak that is about 15 inches in diameter. So I'll show you how this grapple picks this up with ease. And I had mentioned that the sides are serrated here. And I'll show you how that works as well. It helps to grip the log as the grapple goes down on it. It does an awesome job at picking up rounds as well and stacking them. Let me show you. And because this is a rock bucket, you can definitely pick up boulders like this. Now you can either scoop them or do it the easy way. Use the grapple here. So as I mentioned previously, this is ideal for doing job site prep. If you want to remove the grass or brush or weeds, these serrated or these grooved teeth here do a great job at cutting it, much better than a flat blade on your scoop or on your bucket of your skid steer or your tractor here. With these serrated edges here, it cuts in. Now you can either put it down and go forward, or you can pull it backward to you. These teeth work well both ways. And this rock bucket with the grapple has no problem picking up brush like this. So I think you'll agree, this Artilian rock bucket is a multifunctional attachment, and it has a lot of features and benefits for just a rock bucket. Well, the temperature dropped to 17 degrees, so I figured I'd come inside and finish the video here. And as I told you in the beginning, if you stuck around this far, I had something I think you might be interested in. Now, I don't know if you consider your clothes a form of a tool. I do, like my chainsaw chaps or my steel-toed cutting boots. But there are other parts of clothing that I also consider tools, and I'm super hard on them. One is my jeans, and the other is socks. Let me show you. So I buy my jeans and my socks at a farm and ranch store, and they usually carry quality products. So I buy the best products that I can buy from them, but typically in a matter of months, this is what happens. I get holes in the heels and in the soles of the feet. And I don't care which brand I buy, this is what happens to it. I was contacted by a US manufacturer recently. And the two things that caught my interest immediately were, first, the socks were made of merino wool. I love wool, and there's a blend so nobody gets itchy or scratchy like the old style all wool products. And I like either merino wool or I like alpaca. Either one of those. But this one happens to be a merino wool. So that was the first thing. The second thing is that they were a US manufacturer. And though I said there was only two things, I found out a third thing, which really impressed me, and that is they offer a 10-year guarantee on these socks. So as you saw from my previous socks, I wear them out in a matter of months. So I wanted to test these out to see if they truly do work. Now, I've been wearing a pair for about 2 months, and that's when they sent them to me. And so far, no wear on it whatsoever. Now, a couple other properties about these socks. First, a lot of people sweat. Now, it's not a big issue in the summertime, but in the wintertime, if you get cold feet, you're dead, you're out. You have to go back and change, or you have to go somewhere and get warm. These socks wick the moisture out. That's the properties of wool. The other thing is they wear like iron. This is a blend of merino wool and other synthetics. So it's not just a wool product. And that's why they can offer that 10-year guarantee. Now, one thing is, I don't have an affiliate program. I'm not affiliated with them in any way. However, they offered my viewers a 10% discount on these socks here. And all you have to do is put in Tony's Cool Tools. All cap, I'll put it in the information section, but Tony's Cool Tools, and you'll get 10% off on these. So I will have all the information on both the Camel City Mill as well as the Artillion rock bucket in the info section below. So, I hope you've enjoyed this video and found it informative. And if so, please like, share, and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up as well. And remember, pass it forward. Make the world a better place. And don't be a tool. Watch Tony's Cool Tools. Until I see you next time, have a great day.